Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Level Up series. This is episode 42 already. And oh boy, I'm excited. I've got some in store for you guys. I've figured out a little bit of redstone. And I'm setting up the fireworks display and the exact mechanism for this to work. I was doing some testing earlier and I'm happy with what I was able to do. So, let me put, you know what, this can say punishment for the minecart. Now, it's going to take a lot of fireworks. I'm planning on doing half a stack, so 32 dispensers around the area. I'll get to that in a moment. However, let's go on over here to the actual site. Alright, so it's right here. Now the plan is, I'm going to have a hole here. I guess I need to destroy the middle one, that's fine. It is going to go down here a little bit. When I mean it, I will describe that in a moment. So, I'm going to pile up into the air here. And I check it again. I should have everything. Yeah, I think so. If not, I'll find out pretty soon. Okay, good. I do have the redstone torches. Just wanted to make sure. I'm happy because I made this myself. I didn't look up any tutorial to make this work. Okay, so my goal is it needs to be a little bit above my balcony. Above. So about here is good. Yeah, no, I didn't look up any tutorials. It's awesome. Figured this out myself. Alright, so in fact I will actually go down a little bit. Don't need it to be quite that high. So, yes, I'm going to be recreating the firework rocket. You probably saw it in the thumbnail. If I had to guess, I probably put it there. Go down a little bit. Be careful because I'm pretty high up. So, the actual pattern, it's rather easy. And of course it's dark now. Actually, I made this the opposite way around. I just said it was easy. Oh dear, the clouds. Yeah, it's like a swirl going up. Now, yeah, it should. I want to make sure I make this like the proper height. So there's 2 red strips. I have to actually look. Okay, hold on. This should be almost it. Right? Yeah, no, this is it. Okay. So, I'm gonna break this. Now, hoping I place this correctly. Yes. Alright, so, I'll explain this in a moment. I don't need to put this many items in here. And this might seem extremely simple, but believe me, I'm very happy I figured this out on my own. So, yes, there's that. Now let's see. I'll put a torch in here. And maybe on the top as well, because this is going to be pretty dark. Since it's just this in the middle of the air. Which, I like these little things. You know, little floating things here and there. I like it. So, okay, so I can fall down there. And live. I should live. Yeah, okay. About the redstone torches again. I will put a couple on here. It looks pretty neat, right? I think so. Okay, so, oops, can't be breaking things. Okay, so we'll go down here. Now, that should be all the setup I need for that part. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of stuff down here. Now, tell you what, I'm going to need to go a bit lower. Alright. Right, yeah, this should be... Some of these are going to be lower than others. Alright, so this is of course like the smoke trail. And let's see, I gotta figure out exactly how I was gonna do this. Yeah, it's gonna have some smoke going different directions here. It's not gonna be like the most crazy thing. I just wanted it to be... Yeah, I'll drop that down more. I just thought it would make a little bit more sense if there was some smoke coming from a rocket, so it was not just flying. I mean, it is flying, not just floating in the air, with absolutely nothing happening to it. I think it makes a little bit more sense. But that's just me. Alright, so I believe... Go down a little bit. I want to make a little bit of like a taper off, I guess you could say. That's fair, right? I think so. Alright, and I will put redstone torches in here. This is not really meant for anything, it's just style. Gotta have some extra light. Okay, so now as you can see, it's floating in the sky over there. It looks arguably a little bit more strange than I imagined it, but you know what, that's fine. Tell you what, let me sleep quick so it looks a little bit better in the daytime. I'll tell you what, it I think might look a little bit weirder, especially with the clouds off. But ooh, for right now, hey, get out of here. Trying to explain. Anyway, the idea for this is for me to have, of course, as you saw, I placed a button on there. Now, of course, I want to be able to fire an arrow from my balcony over to it. Now, that's, of course, going to fire an item out. And when that happens, of course, it's going to fall down right here. So it'll pop out right here. It'll fall down. And, okay, I'm going to dig down a couple blocks. I want to make sure. Hopefully this is about right. I think it is. This feels a little bit low. But there's going to be a little room here. This is where I'm going to have my redstone. Okay, I'm actually a block lower. Oh well. It's not going to be the snazziest of things. It's just going to be tucked away in here. I'm going to eventually flush out this tunnel. It's going to look a bit nicer. Point is, redstone's going to be down here. There's going to be a pressure plate, a wooden one. I don't have any of the stuff with me to make it, but I'll eventually show you the entire mechanism, but it will... I'll have the fireworks to do their magic. I'm super excited I figured this out. It didn't take me terribly long, but like, it's these small things with the redstone. I'm learning, taking my baby steps, and I love it. So yeah, let me hollow out this area, and I'll be back when I have the mechanism all in place. Alrighty, so got the whole room situated, and that mechanism is in place. So I have this lever here, just so that nothing falls down here, just in case. But I might put fences around the top anyway. Anyway, so a pressure plate here. So when the item falls on it, you know, if I can drop the item on it, that would be nice. There we go. As you can see, there's a timer going. And the way the redstone works, it'll like go through the block. Just like this. And yeah, it's very simple. But even though it is very simple, I'm glad I still figured it out myself. Yeah, so if it's extended, it will not go through. Very happy I came up with this. Still very, very simple, but I think it's cool. I figured it out myself, so I think it's... Hey, I'm happy about it. So, yeah, now I gotta do the big process of tunneling around and putting all of the dispensers. So... Hello, it is the ethereal Dominic here again to spread some information. So, actually, while I was making this thing, I actually started putting down all the dispensers, and then as I went to record the whole time lapse, I discovered I hit 1,000 subscribers. So, big thank you to everyone. I will have my own video going up very shortly about that. Of course, I will be using this display for that. My goal was, of course, to actually get this out before I hit 1,000. I was not expecting to hit 1,000 so soon, because I was about 8 or so away when I started recording for this episode. And then by the time I got to making the dispenser thing, it was at 4. And it just happened. So yeah, yet again, thank you, but I will have my own video about that very shortly. So yeah, please do stay tuned. Yeah, anyway, that is all for me for right now. I will disappear again. Woo. Alrighty, so as you can see, I've put down all of the dispensers, and they're littered quite a ways away from each other. Now, something I discovered, if I'm all the way over there, which I have some by the roller coaster, if I'm all the way over there, like actually at the dispenser, it will stop because it unrenders the redstone, which makes sense, but that shouldn't matter a whole lot because my idea is for me to be up there when I, of course, fire the arrow. So, I think that makes enough sense. It shouldn't impact anything. It just, of course, makes sense. When I was doing my testing, I figured that out. But everything is set up to work. Tell you what, I should probably put a door in here at some point, but I'll worry about that in a moment. Probably some trapdoors on to cover some things up. I'll worry about that later. However, what I am going to do is actually try to get it to work. I'm going to do a little test, not with the actual rockets because I haven't made them yet. I will do that in a moment. But yes, I will very, very shortly make the rockets, but yeah. Let's do a little test. So, gonna hop on up there. So, as you can see, it's over there, and if I put it in the corner of my screen, it's a little bit bigger of a target. But it's actually pretty hard to hit. And just so you know what I actually put in the dispensers to use to test, I put cobblestone. So eventually when I go around to put all the rockets in, I will have to empty it out. I shouldn't have to empty it out because by then they should be empty. And if my redstone is faulty, then I will know because there will be cobblestone in a dispenser when it should be. Goodness gracious, this is difficult. I think I did. Now, I honestly can't tell if something fell out. I believe that worked though. So, as you can see, it's a little difficult. I might need to practice. I mean, there's like a margin of error it just naturally has, so it might take me a couple tries. Also, as I mentioned before, yes, there will be another video out shortly where you actually see this in full swing. So, very, very soon. Look forward to that. So yeah, let's get on to actually making the rockets. Alright, so I have scraped together what I believe is enough to make all of these rockets. Now, if this isn't enough gunpowder, I don't know how much it's going to be. This is really all I have. I've gone, for the most part, everywhere. That I have a base at least, or any chests, and snatch the gunpowder up. So, let's hope this is enough. I've got the wiki pulled up to see which effects I can do. Now, when it comes to diamonds, I can use them. And I'll use a couple, because I went mining on the stream, and I easily got over a stack of diamonds. So, I feel like this should be enough. So, as you can see, diamond will add a trail, glowstone will add a twinkle. Feather is like a little poof. This is, I guess, a different effect. Gold nugget makes it a star. Now you can use a mob head. I only have one wither skeleton skull, so I might use it, I might not. We'll see. I mean, I can always get more, but I only have one, so I think that means I might only be able to get 3 total rockets because of how it does it. But also, I'm going to be trying to get flight duration 3 rockets because otherwise they just don't fly high enough. I tested it out. They just don't fly high enough for you to actually like see them in the sky. So, kind of have to make them go up that high. Also, and the fire charge, which makes it, I believe, a big ball. So, let's make a couple of these. So, you can also make it fade to a different color. Which, oops. Alright, yeah, fade to pink, magenta, fade to pink. That one's probably not going to be very visible. That's fine. I need like my own fireworks chest. Let's see. Which one would be a little bit better? What about this, like, poof thing? Blue burst. Have this fade to, like, green? I don't have a whole lot of green, which is a shame. I'll eventually make, like, a whole bunch of different other ones. Okay, let's see, this is star. What a green star. Star-shaped. You could fade to yellow. A couple of these. Of course, I'll make a whole bunch more, and you'll be able to see them during the video I'm going to make. Large red ball. Sure, we'll go with that. Can I do the weird feather one? I might have already done that one. Yeah, that's burst. Let's go with the diamond, which is trail. And make it a large one. We can have a fade to yellow. So that undertone is incredibly expensive. That's just one star. Yeah, goodness. Yeah, let's see. I got 5 there. Let's make 5 more. And of course, I'll mess around with a whole bunch more. Orange. Ah, I should be adding twinkle to all of these. Because that makes it look cool. So I can make magenta orange. I should be doing more colorful things. Small ball, twinkle, cyan. Large ball, cyan. Yeah. Why not twinkle a whole bunch of these? Green. Now let's make that go into lime or light blue. Let's see, this is 8. 2 more. Then of course I'll make tons more copies. Maybe not copies, but variations. Make a whole bunch in bulk. I'm not sure exactly how long this display is going to last. Might slow down the timer so it's like a little bit more. Okay, let's go orange. Trail. Star. Orange star. And let's have this fade into, not orange. What's another nice color? Maybe blue? Orange fade to blue. Sure, we'll go with that. Now, red, twinkle, red, yellow, orange. Small, sure. Alright. So yeah. I will be right back once I have all the fireworks sorted out. I might have to make another chest around here somewhere to put them. But yeah, catch you when I'm all sorted out here. Alrighty, now we got every rocket, and I may have made a bit of a miscalculation. So, in this version, you don't get more than 1 rocket. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, which really sucks because some of these, which is the trail one, I've used a diamond for, and I only get 1 rocket. So that really sucks. I also made a goof. Where is it? Yeah, I think these are 2 or 3 rockets, which I guess I can use it when I get an elytra, but that's quite a ways away. But yeah, I'm gonna have to disperse these among my dispensers. And it's not a whole lot, but I don't have a whole lot of gunpowder left. I went through most of it, but I suppose I could make a few more, but it's really expensive, really expensive. When I get the opportunity to make a gunpowder farm, I'm gonna need to, because otherwise I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep up. Takes a lot. Anyway, yes, that is about it for this episode. Hopefully you did enjoy. And yes, very soon I will have that video out. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, thank you, and hopefully I can catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.